What's up everyone, Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name's Alex and today I have a special new video. I am sorry that I've missed you guys, by the way. I had COVID and that is why I haven't been uploading, but we are fucking back, baby. And today we're diving into Spiritbox, their new song, Perfect Soul. I didn't get a chance to check this out yet, so let's dive in. Oh my god, so before I got COVID and got sick for a week, my plan was to do this song and like react to it and post it, and then I never did because I got sick. Actually, Ashley got sick first and then she gave it to me. Listen, guys, we got sick. Listen, we literally were gonna go out because it was Ashley's birthday, and then we said, nah, we're not going. We're not going out. We didn't even go out and still got sick. Still somehow ended up sick. Huh? I mean, I guess it's because Ashley has a compromised immune system. But I mean, still, just insane to me that we still got sick. We tried to do the precautions. And yeah, but we tried to stay safe, tried to stay indoors, quarantine. And we just ended up watching like 30 fucking movies, and I'm not even joking about that. That's not an exaggeration. We literally watched like, I'd say at least 20 movies in the span of like us just like being off and just vegging, and it was wild. But yeah, let's dive into Spiritbox, Perfect Soul. I'm so excited. Their Soft Spine song was so good, and I loved that heavier direction they went in. But yeah, let's dive into this. Mike Stringer is such a like tight guitar player. Well, it's cool with the background vocals there. I like that. I feel like that's a little bit different for them. I love it. So I definitely have some thoughts about this.
So cover up the way. all there'll ever be. I turn the lights out on 1,000 eyes, all watching, waiting.
Okay, so here's my thoughts on this specific song here. Definitely like it, and I feel like this was a little bit of a change of pace for Spiritbox a little bit, while also sticking into their roots. They have like the background vocals there, which I don't recall hearing much of in their earlier releases, which I like. I like that idea, and I feel like Courtney has only gotten better as a vocalist. I mean, first of all, I mean screaming wise, but I also mean singing. And I feel like she's like really stepped up her game singing wise. And she's only gotten better as time has gone on. And I really like that. I really like that she has been like perfecting her craft here. I like what Spiritbox is doing. First of all, also Mike Stringer is such a crazy tight, really good guitar player. And I feel like he doesn't get enough credit there. But something I wanted to note. Something else I wanted to note before I dive into my thoughts on Spiritbox as a whole. It's something I love that bands like still do. They did it in this song. Not every band does this, especially not every band, but a lot of bands still do, and you'll definitely hear it. This is like a staple of metalcore, and I like when they kind of bring this kind of style into other styles of metalcore like this, like more modern styles of metalcore. And it's like when they're like doing the breakdown, and like, you know, they're just doing the breakdown on the guitars, and then the drums are like doing crash, 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 crash. Like, I don't know. It just brings me back to like the early days of metalcore, like the early 2000s, and that's just the sound that they had, and I loved it. And I'm glad that they're like still kind of sticking with that. And I like that that's like still like a staple in this genre. Now Spiritbox as a whole, I feel like I wanted to say this because I feel like they're getting like kind of like a bad like a bad reputation out there. A lot of people are like talking about how like they sound like really derivative of like other bands in the scene. I feel like Spiritbox kind of gets a bad rap within this community, especially when like they're, you know, they're always like being like nominated. Well, they're not always, but like the last couple of like times that they've released music, they've been nominated for Grammys, and I've noticed the discourse about them. And not only that, but like I've noticed like discourse, like even when I do reactions to them, a lot of people are like, oh, like, you know, there's better bands out there with female vocalists. There's better bands, like they're just not that good. They're really derivative of all these other bands and whatever. But the thing is I feel like Spiritbox is actually the one that is like leading the charge here for this style of metalcore, where I like when people are talking about how they sound like other bands, I feel like those bands are chasing this sound, if that makes sense. Because this is a band that got popular for like the tones of like their guitars. A lot of people are trying to copy them. They were like one of the first bands on the scene doing this, like, I don't know. It's just like, it seems like they were like one of those bands that were like leading the change into this new era of metalcore. And I feel like a lot of other bands were on their coattails trying to emulate their sound while also like doing their own thing with it, which is cool. But I feel like Spiritbox is the band that's like all these other bands are chasing. And I'm not talking about just female fronted bands. I'm talking about like bands like Bad Omens, like every Sumerian Records band out there. I'm talking about bands like Invent, Animate. Like, they're all trying to chase this metalcore sound, this new modern metalcore sound that I feel like Spiritbox has absolutely perfected beyond belief, and they're the ones that are like pushing it forward, whereas like these other bands are kind of like following them. Now, I'm not saying that like Spiritbox is like the best metalcore band out there by any means. I'm just saying that I feel like they are the ones out there that other bands are trying to emulate currently with their more modern metalcore sound. I could be wrong. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's a hot take. But that is my take. That's my opinion. And I'm not saying that Courtney's like the best vocalist out there at all. But I just feel like it works for their sound. You know what I mean? And I feel like they're like pretty inspiring when you look into like how they're actually making their music. And I just feel like they put a lot of work in. They really are like really hard workers out there. And I feel like they're crushing it and they're doing a really good job. There you have it. That was my reaction to the new Spiritbox song. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Are you guys excited for their new album to drop? What's up? Let me know. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching.
They call me a